Teresa was next. Hello, Teresa.
Hello, Roger. How are you?
I am well, and I hope you are too.
Yeah, I am. Yes, thank you.
Okay, this is about thalidomide, is that right?
It is, yes. As you've probably been aware, the Grenadell has made a source of an apology. What I was wanting to say that it was 50 years too late.
Well, they said that, to be fair.
Yeah, and then they said it was like, as far as they said, it was a silent shock on its part. As far as we're concerned, it's been, a calculated corporate strategy to avoid their moral, legal, and their financial consequences of their recklessness, and they were totally negligent in the 1950s and the 1960s. I've worked in Liverpool as a social worker for 12 years, Roger, and I've always been wanting to have a memorial because there were lots of babies that died in Alderhay and left to die on the slab. I was one of the 12, and I was one of the most ill babies within the Liverpool. Right. And it was only through a lovely nurse, midwife, that took me in her own car with my own father, because that's the way I lived, because that's how they managed to survive. Otherwise, I would have been dead myself.
Right.
There was lots of, at that time, it was a bit of a tragedy. Well, it's still a tragedy. And people, the doctors and the medical profession, were really not sure how to deal with situations. Sure. But then I just think there were so many babies lost, and they also had a very big factory within the Speaker area.
Well,
producing thalidomide.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they did, yeah. And this company, the Grenadell, they gave this thalidomide drug out to their own employees. So they covered up this amazingly. And luckily now, the evidence is coming forward. Unfortunately, it's 50 years too late. I lost my own father 2 years ago, and when Diageo apologised, he said it's 50 years too late as well. And my mother's an Irish lady in 87, and she suffered tremendously. So we feel that, we would like a memorial to these people's lives who have been lost.
I think that's a perfectly reasonable thing to do, and where or what design it has, I don't know, but in theory it seems like a good idea. It also seems in theory like a good idea that you should be paying for it, that such a memorial should be paid for Grenadell.
Well, what they already have, Grenadell, believe it or not, they have given a memorial in Germany.
I didn't know that.
But we feel like it's been truly done.
Actually, he issued this apology at the time they unveiled that memorial, didn't they?
Yes, as far as we were concerned, it was a memorial done with black money, and it was not positive funding coming through, and it was just tokenism, and that's the way my thoughts are. I can only say when we were born in Liverpool, the Liverpool people were amazing. They were really supportive. We wouldn't have got as far as we did without Liverpool being behind us. Now, I've got two amazing MPs, and my own MP as well, but Malcolm Kennedy and Richard McLinden are very supportive of this process to go forward. Right. And really, what we would really like is for funding to come through, but I would really like an artist or someone to come forward and design it as well. Perhaps we could put this out to our Liverpool people, because we've got tremendous talent in Liverpool.
Well, there's some brilliant sculptors, and I imagine you're thinking of some kind of sculpture, are you? Some public.
I am, definitely. Because there is rumours about Alderhay being rebuilt, but I still think it should be a central piece.
It's not rumours; that is going to happen.
It is going to happen, yeah.
And now is as good a time. That's where you think might be a good place for such a memorial. It's as good a time now as any. Get in there early, kind of thing.
I'd like it to be quite central, because I'd like don't forget, there's loads of women that came up to me and said, by the grace of God, I didn't take that tablet, so it's for those people as well, really, and well, for everybody. And Liverpool, I have to say, they are very genuine people, and they're all for positivity, and they like justice, and that's one of the things. We may have lots of poverty and everything, but we're very much people for justice.
Is this really the start of it, your mention of it now, the looking for the funding and the idea, or have you got a group together already, or whatever?
No, this is the beginning of it, and I just think I'd like for funding, especially Liverpool City Council and everybody else that would like to donate towards that would be positive, But we need something, because it's so important to happen. My mum's 87, and she's not, she's one of them few surviving parents, I'd like her to see that, really. I think, to show that people did care, really, or do still care about this.
I think they do, yes.